we're back with more Rider Men's Basketball here on 107.7 The Bronx Retro, WRRC2, alongside Jay Johnson and Matt Brown. I'm Jordan Hirsh. 6:08 to play in the first half. Bronx on top, 17-13, looking to extend the win streak to a season-long 7 games. It's been ugly on the offensive side of the ball for both of these teams. St. Peter's just 5 for 20 from the field. Rider not much better, 6 for 19.
Exactly one shot better.
Yeah, and it's been a very physical played game. Both teams are already in the bonus. Tariq Ingram foul line right to shoot 1-1. Ingram, a 71.8% free throw shooter. He really struggled during the West New York trip. Just 6 for 20 from the field, yet to score here tonight. Until now, as he hits the first. Reverse jinx, we get it back.
I was just about to say, Jordan, good stuff. Now, we got some work to do. You still owe us 2 points now.
Well, let's see what Ingram will do here. He actually has struggled from the free throw line recently. And the second one's up and in.
You redeemed yourself, Mr. Hirsch.
Bronx go back on top by 6, 19-13 your score. St. Peter's right to left in the blue and white. Reed deep on the right side, double teams, nearly runs right out of bounds. Feeds it to Bland, trapped on the sideline, out of bounds, Rider ball.
That's what they had to cook up in that huddle. They said, we're going to trap these boys. And that's what Coach Baggett did. He deployed his trap card, got that ball right back.
He was close to the action. He almost got in on that.
He probably poked it free.
Yeah, beautifully done there. Beautiful execution by the Bronx on that trap. Brett Bland had nowhere to go. So now Rodriguez deep on the left side to James up top. Gets run into by Reed. The refs say it's okay. Hands off Powell, curls the screen to the left. Back up top, Weeks. Now James at the free throw line, had it poked away. James gets it back on the far baseline, and a jump ball gets tied up by Michael Hogue. Possession arrow is with St. Peter's.
Yeah, gets caught right the trap from St. Peter's. St. Peter's deploys their own trap and ends up getting the ball right back. So again, it's just going to be who can hold on to the ball and who can put the ball in the basket. Both teams playing really good defense. Just it's attacking the offensive end.
So Peacocks right to left. Again, they're winners of 5 in a row. They run the weave up top. Reed to the right wing, works his way inside, tries to bounce it inside to Hogue. It ends up on the baseline, out of bounds, Rider ball.
Shout out to JP, the cameraman. He's in my Com 131 class. That was a good heads-up play, as he's also operating camera. So shout out to you, JP.
It's also the 6th turnover of the game for St. Peter's. Rider has 9. It's been ugly, that is for sure. And whenever you play St. Peter's, got to grind out these wins just like the Bronx did back in January. They break the press. Here's Powell right wing. Thought about a pass to Weeks. Instead pulls it back out. And now Rodriguez deep on the left side in front of the St. Peter's bench. Weeks right corner. Thought about a 3. Pass back out to Rodriguez was deflected out of bounds by Washington.
Almost hit there, Coach. Coach is getting involved. Look at them go. Leading by example.
And so Rider will have 13 seconds on the shot clock. Weeks the inbounder from the far sideline. 5:04 to play until halftime. 19-13 your score. Rider on top. They've yet to trail. Ingram, top of the key, rips through going left, finds Rodriguez, left wing, takes it baseline, up and under, kicks Ingram, right-handed layup blocked, and then Clark rips down the board. Right to left comes St. Peter's in transition. Rory Clark right down Main Street, had it stripped out of bounds. Rodriguez couldn't save it, but he gets helped up by his teammates as he was able to force that ball out of the hands of Clark.
That's just good locker room culture right there. They saw their man went down, they got him back up.
That's the one thing that really has been showing for the Bronx during the 6-game win streak, their togetherness on and off the court. So Clark will inbound to the right of the basket, tries to lob to Washington. He catches it, puts it up and in, and a foul.
It's a really good play design. If you blinked, you missed it, because I almost did. Corey Washington comes downhill. Ball gets thrown up in the air. Only guy that can get it is him. Easy little tip in for him will be an and 1.
So foul line left. Corey Washington has now got 6 points. That leads the way for St. Peter's. 3 rebounds as well. 4:45 to play till halftime. Washington, an 83% foul shooter, hits it and cuts the deficit to 3 for St. Peter's.
Again, don't want to make anything too easy. That comes off an extra attempt on the and 1. Just got to limit the fouls here if you're a Rider.
Rodriguez left wing, got Washington on his right hip. Finds Powell 30 feet from the basket up top. Gets it to Ingram, back to the basket, now faces up on Clark, right elbow. Turns down the right lane line, stops, puts it up, tough layup, got his own miss, tips it up and in.
You love seeing that ball through from Tariq. They've kind of been picking on his dribbling. They've been trying to steal the ball away from him. Good just good basketball awareness there. Saw the ball wasn't going in, got his own rebound, put it in.
So now Ryder on top, 21-16. Right to left comes St. Peter's. Bland up top with the logo to Reed, far wing. Now Washington center of the lane. They go down low. Hogue, right block. Pretty passing play leads to 2 points for St. Peter's. And a timeout now will be used by the Peacocks as well. And with 4:01 to play in the first half, we'll take it with them. Ryder on top, 21-18. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with more action next on 107.7 The Bronx Retro. 7-1 ball game here in the opening round of the Mercer County tournament. First pitch to Saker is taken on the inside corner for strike one.
This is where you really need Loretti. Just focus on the batter. Don't worry about all the other stuff going around you.
You still got that 6-run lead. That one right up near the face of Saker. Kind of buzzed the tower a little bit. And it's a ball and a strike. Loretti's already hit one batter in this inning. As the 1-1 pitch is looped out towards the left center field gap, it's going to drop for a hit. Rounding third and heading home is Tucker. The throw comes into second. Tucker's going to slide in safely. It's 7-2. And back-to-back hits have the Raiders' offense flowing.
Now batting number 4, Trey Francis.
So now the 9-hole hitter, Trey Francis, just going to look to keep this train moving. It's 7-2 ball game. Still nobody out here in the second. Deacon Bound on second. Jack Saker over at first base. Francis had a couple of RBIs in that 18-5 win over Petty on Tuesday, and he squares here as Loretti turns and fakes a throw back to second. Francis going to look to advance the runners here as he pulls back. Runners are going and no chances. In on the grass at third was Ryan Tash. And now Francis is going to get the opportunity to swing freely with 2 on in scoring position. Pitch was called a strike, so 0-1.
That's some good strategery there. Show the bunt, have the runners go, and nobody's covering third base.
Yeah, great heads-up play by the base runners and a good coaching decision by Tom Monfiletto as this one's fouled back over the press box. And it's 0-2. Got to figure still up by 5 that just getting one out up on the board for Loretti would be a nice little boost for his confidence as he looks like he's kind of come out in the second, obviously struggling a bit. And
yeah, it would be a sigh of relief for all those Steinert fans.
Yeah, trying to limit the damages. Loretti out there. He's got Francis in an 0-2 hole. And he gets him to chase a slider in the dirt. And Francis was called out, so I guess the ball never made contact with the ground. And one away. I thought that ball might have hit the dirt, and I think that's the argument that Hun is making.
Now batting number 5, Nico Amacangelo.
You can't go back and look at that, and Tom Monfiletto not happy about the call.
And I think what Coach Monfiletto was asking the home plate umpire is just to see if he would consult with the base umpire, but he was turned away, and I think the response was, I saw that clearly.
It definitely sounded like it might have hit the ground, but again, nothing you can do about it now, and a big strikeout for Loretti has the runners at second and third with 1 out, and it'll turn the lineup over for Nico Amacangelo.
Definitely some dirt kicked up.
First pitch is outside, 1-0. Yeah, I thought from our vantage point, Chris, that ball hit the ground, and there should have been a throw to first needed, but
I couldn't see it that clearly. I thought maybe it was the ball, maybe it was the glove.
The 1-0 to Amacangelo is taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now the count. Amacangelo flied out to Braden Nitty in center field his first time up. Right now looking to drive in a couple of runs. And he takes a good slider on the outside corner, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Chop towards third. Bounds coming home. The ball is bobbled, and now the only play is to first. They're able to get Amicangelo, so a great job of sticking with it out there at third base by Ryan Tash. But Deacon Bound comes in to score, and it's now a 7-3 ball game as Hunt has answered a 4-run inning by Steinert with 3 of their own and still a runner 90 feet away.